Morning everyone, it's Rebecca here. Let me just first apologise for the noise in the background. I've got the TV on full blast because my son's not very well, so I'm having to sort of occupy him with the TV. And the washer's on, so there's a bit of noise from there. So hopefully you can hear me. I'll try and speak up a little bit better today. Today is Monday, October 25th, 2010. This is my week 4 update, and I'll just go straight in with the numbers. I'm at 235.8 pounds, which is 106.9 kilos. That is a £3 loss on last week. Not as good as the last couple of weeks, I know, but there is a reason for it. So I'm still quite happy. You know, £3 is £3 on the right side. You know, it's going down. My body shape has definitely changed. Sorry, I've got itch. My body shape is definitely changing. Feeling more comfortable in my clothes and that sort of thing. It's a bit of a hit and miss day today. I'm feeling quite energised and positive. It's Monday, it's the start of the week for me. Hubby's back at work, which means I can do my own routine and sort of not have him to worry about, and you know, have him under my feet. So quite energised and positive today, which is a good thing. And especially as last week, although I started off really well, it kind of went downhill from Tuesday all the way to yesterday. Which is why I've only got a £3 loss, but I know the reasons why. It's my own fault. I confess I was very, very energised at the start of last week. I did go to aqua aerobics and thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't do the lane swimming. There was lane swimming on after the aqua aerobics, and I was tempted to stay, but then looking at all the people that were going in the pool, they were all very slim and svelte and athletic looking, and I just felt like a duck out of water. So I kind of chickened out of the lane swimming. But the aqua aerobics I worked so hard at, and I felt very, very good and very pleased with myself afterwards. I have done some walking this past week, not as much as I would have liked, again in small doses, not one big chunk, but I haven't done it every day, and the reasons for that are it's been rather wet and cold here, very damp conditions, not very nice for walking in, certainly not with a pushchair, with a boy who likes to kick the canopy off, you know, the rain canopy, so breaks those left, right and centre. So it's not been great for walking with him. On top of that, I've had quite a busy week with play dates and play groups and that sort of thing, and birthday party. Well, I've had 2 birthday parties to go to, which meant I was around party food and cakes and that sort of thing. So that was quite hard. And I've been a little bit bored, to be honest. The weather makes me quite miserable, you know, when it's not very nice. Typically today, oh no, I'm not going to show you because my windows are dirty, but typically today it's beautiful sunshine. So I am going to do a big long walk in a little while. I'm going to give my son another dose of paracetamol before I do that and wrap him up a bit warmer. I think he's coming down with a cold or something. He's got a temperature this morning and all sorts, so I thought best to stay in this morning and see how he is this afternoon. What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, confessions really. I have, in the past week, I've had two pieces of cake, birthday cake, and just a normal, one piece of birthday cake and one piece of just a cake at a friend's house. Only very thin slivers, only as fat as my sort of fingers, but the icing was the killer. I seriously dumped afterwards. I know I shouldn't be not touching that stuff with a barge pole, I know that, but it was a little bit of a temptation too far, so I did, and I seriously dumped, and I felt seriously guilty afterwards as well. I've also had a couple of, not wanting to advertise them, but Jaffa cakes, the sponge with a little bit of orange and topped with chocolate. They're in the house for my little boy as a treat, and I've had a couple of those as well, so not good. And also, I think I've been overeating. I've been making my meals and trying very hard to keep them to 1 or 2 tablespoons. But it's very hard to think what 1 or 2 tablespoons is when it's not slushy food. I've been trying slightly solider food this last week, and just really chewing it and munching it down. And I've just realised I haven't set my timer, so I'm going to do it for like 8 minutes and hope that, I've caught it in time. So I've been really munching the food down into a pulp, and then swallowing it in like little bits. And it's going down okay, but I think I've been putting a little bit too much on my plate, or eating a little bit fast, or a bit of both. And that combined with the lack of exercise and the fact that I've had a cake this week has probably meant that I should have lost £5 and I only lost 3. So that's me being honest with me and with you guys. Some things that happened this week which have gone on, which I wanted to say, was I went to the doctors for the first time since my op, and went to see the GP that referred me for the surgery, just to have a quick check-up with him and get some more tablets, because I'm supposed to be on Mazaprol or something, which is something to do with your stomach. It's like something to do with helping your stomach to repair itself. I'm supposed to be on that for 6 weeks, and they only gave me about 2-3 weeks worth of tablets, so I've had to go and get some more of those and some more vitamins and stuff. He's very pleased with me, with my progress, and he was quite happy to see that I was doing quite well, even though I've cheated a bit this week. And I've only got myself to blame for the fact that I've not lost as much as probably I potentially could, or that I've overeaten and made myself ill by getting things stuck, or obviously dumping. The other thing I did, which was quite major for me, is that I actually came out to some of the people that I previously didn't want to know that I'd had surgery. There's somebody that I know who knew that I was going for surgery, and is a very plain, straight-talking, very plain, outgoing, outspoken person. Black is black, white is white. I don't care whose feelings are hurt or what happens, what the consequences are. This person is considerably younger than me, so therefore perhaps doesn't have the tact and diplomacy and life skills that I do. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, there's always been this threat over my head of that person outing me before I was ready, to people that I didn't want to know that I'd had the surgery. And it was bothering me. It was seriously bothering me. I don't mind me telling people that I've had the surgery. I don't mind if I'm the one to sort of voice it, but I voice it to people I'm happy to voice it to. People at the moment, it's still very a tender start for me. It's very important to me not to upset my my progress with this by negative feeling and that sort of thing. So it's quite important to me not to tell people who I felt might look on me in a negative light or whatever, or give me bad feelings back. So that's why I didn't tell some people. But this person has an uncanny knack of stirring things up, and this person does this quite often. So it got, to be honest, the stress got to me of the situation. It got to a point where I thought, this is so not worth it. This is making me more worried and more stressed than if I just came out and said it first, So I went for a play date with some people that we both know, some joint people that we both know, one of which is the biggest gossip in the village. And I knew that as soon as she knew, it would be round like wildfire, but then hopefully the wildfire will die down and it'll be all right, and hopefully that's okay. But I decided to tell them, and it was fine, it was okay. This person, the person that I told first, I was alone with this person when I first told them, and they were quite interested. But as soon as they realised that I'd had it on the NHS, had the operation on the NHS, something just changed. Now this person used to be a nurse with the NHS, so obviously has quite strong feelings about, I don't know, where the money gets spent and that sort of thing. And it although to everybody else it didn't make a difference, to me I felt that there was definitely a vibe there that sort of, well, now I know how you've had the surgery done and why you've had it done. I'm not impressed and that sort of thing. So, and typically it's been 5 days now, and I've not seen this person to speak to. They've not opened their door. They've not, they've just avoided me like the plague. So maybe there is something in it. I don't know, but it just seems very, very weird. The other people that I've told were completely fine, and there's no animosity there, no jealousy, no nothing. So that's fine. And then I spoke to the person that I was worried that was stirring it all about, and I said that I'd outed myself, and that now it doesn't matter, who knows. And I feel I actually feel relieved. I feel like the weight's dropped off my shoulders, if you like. And now I kind of like, yeah, still it will still smart a bit if people like this this gossipy person are, a little bit affronted and avoiding and avoiding me and that sort of thing. I will find that quite hard. There's my alarm. I better finish this up. I'll do a part 2, I think. Okay.